Hi everybody, Ryan Ballengee from Golf Newsnet here, continuing our reviews of the full lineup of Cleveland Strixon golf products for late 2016 and early 2017. Cleveland Golf has done a very good job in the last 12 to 18 months of redefining itself as a short game company, letting Strixon Golf be the long game company for drivers and irons. And they focused on what they do best, which is wedges and putters. And they've come out with a new line, the RTX-3 wedges, and we've been playing with them for about 25-30 days at this point, and we've been very impressed with them. And they've done some things with the wedges with this particular line going from into the RTX-3 that I think are noteworthy, and they're a little bit risky. And I say that because they buck with tradition a little bit with what you expect to see in wedges. The big thing that's really the change here with the RTX-3 line is the move of the center of gravity of the wedges. Now, most wedges, you think about the center of gravity being more toward the toe. It gives players a little bit of options. It kind of keeps the club from turning over in the rough as much, and it really is kind of the traditional design for a wedge. With the RTX-3, however, the Cleveland team decided to make a shorter hosel, and they moved about 9 grams of weight off that hosel along with a micro cavity in the back of the club, and they moved it into the club head, and they moved the center of gravity toward the impact zone, toward the middle of the face, which really that's what we're aiming for, with the hope that it'll give players better feel and more control, tightening shot dispersion and making them more accurate with their wedges in general. Now, I have to admit, there was an adjustment period here going from the wedges that I had been playing to the RTX-3s, and that's a decision based on grind. There are 3 different grind options available to you. As a consumer, you've got one that's a little bit more multi-purpose. That's the one I went with. You kind of have a Tour branded version, which is probably what I should have gone with, is more akin to what I've used in the past with wedges. And then they have a little bit of more high handicapper friendly version, wider sole, gives you some more options depending on the kind of turf that you're playing off of, especially if you're kind of into the soft stuff. So I think that grind option is a very important selection with these particular wedges, and there is an adjustment period, especially if you're really particular with how you hit wedges, in having the center of gravity move from toward the toe, toward the center of the face. By and large, though, these are very solid wedges, as you would expect from Cleveland, and I've really enjoyed getting to work with them more and more. They have 3 different finishes available. We went with the Tour Raw, which is beautiful and really rusts up nicely. We're very happy with the look of the wedges 30 to 45 days into playing with them, and feel like we're really starting to become good buddies with these wedges. So the Cleveland RTX-3 wedges are available online. You can get them at any major retailer at this point. They're making a big push for them online and in green grass shops, so check them out when you have an opportunity. There are a lot of different combinations available to you. Some of the grinds may not necessarily be available with some of the wedges and bounces, so you have to take a look at that. So I would go online, take a look at all the options available to you, and then make a decision as to whether or not the gapping and the grinds that you prefer to have in your wedges align with the RTX-3. In most cases, I think you'll find that they will. And if you're someone who's kind of strayed away from Cleveland's offerings in the past, maybe because you've thought they've been surpassed by the folks at Vokey or by Roger Cleveland over at Callaway Golf, I would strongly urge you to consider these RTX-3 wedges. I think they're a very strong offering, and they deserve to be on your short list of wedges that might replace the current ones that are in your bag. Until next time, I'm Ryan Ballengee, and we'll see you on Golf Newsnet.